Lesson 6. This lesson is all about 16th note rhythms, and up until now all you've played are 8th note rhythms. And when we played an 8th note rhythm, I'm going to use a G chord here. You've used a quarter note frame, so your arm is moved down on the quarter note. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And when we played the 8 notes, it's been on an up strum. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. In order to play 16th notes, what we have to do is instead of using a quarter note frame, we're going to use an 8th note frame. And so what that means is we're going to play down on the 8 notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And when I do that, I'm going to use a smaller wrist motion. So when I was playing the quarter note frames, I tend to use more from my elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 8th note frame, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And you can see it's much more from my wrist. Once we get that 8th note frame going, we're able to play 16th notes. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and play the ups in between and you get 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. I'm going to try to hit all strings. It's a very reduced motion of my wrist. The other thing we want to try and do is create a little bit of an accent on the quarter note rhythms of 1, 2, 3, 4. So a good way to do that is to move from the lower strings to the upper strings for the subsequent motion. So we get, I'm going to do it slowly. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4. And that's a good way to make a 16th note feel. I'm going to go through the rhythms that I put out here on the 16th note rhythm patterns. The first one is just what I played. It's just playing all the 16th notes with that accent. So I'll do it again. 1, 2, here we go. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and. Example number 2 is an 8th note followed by 3 16th notes. Again, I'm going to try and emphasize the quarter notes. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and. The next example, number 3, is 4 16th notes followed by an 8th note by 2 16th notes. So it sounds like this. 1, 2, here we go. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and. Example number 4 has a syncopated rhythm, so it's got 2 ups in a row. 1, 2, here we go. Okay, the next rhythm, number 5, would be 1, 2, here we go. And finally, number 6 will be 1, 2, ready, play. All right, so that concludes our 16th note lesson. So practice, and when you're done with that, practice some more, and we will see you at lesson 7.